Warning: the following program is intended for a mature audience. It may contain language or opinions that are not suitable for some listeners.
This week on the show, a father had a rather big shock when his daughter brought home a pamphlet from her school about what to do instead of sex. A Florida man was arrested for using a deadly weapon, and you're going to freak out when you hear what it was. And some people take Google too seriously. You'll see why coming up. It's February 24th, 2020. It is the 2 Cent Show. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the 2 Cent Show. This is Gryphon, and Hoofy's with us here. How you doing, bud?
I've got a lovely bunch of horsey balls. There they are, dangling in my pants.
Oh man. Well, let me tell you guys. Sometimes, as you have noticed, and this has always happened for those of you who are new to this, that every now and then there'll be a week where there's not a 2 Cents won't come out, and it's usually because it happens a little bit more now. But the reason it happens more now is because Hoofy and I are in different places. It's like before, every time the person that I was recording with would be somebody that lived in my house. So it was a lot easier to get people together, and we'd have more chances to do something if something messed up. In our case, and I've said this before, but I'm saying it again. We have a really limited time to be able to do this.
Yeah, the window's really small.
Yeah, it's a really small window, and so if anything screws up, and we don't get that time to record, then it's just gone. And so I want to apologize for that. When we know ahead of time that we're not going to be able to do the show, then we will let you know. Therefore, I have bad news. That bad news is that next week, there won't be a 2 Cent Show next week. And we know that because I have, for the first time in my life, by the way, got a jury summons. And I know. And it happens over the time that I would actually be doing the production of 2 Cents, so I'm not going to be able to have that time to do it. And I don't know, a lot of times apparently you go into jury summons and they look at you and they just go, fuck off. And they tell you to go away because they don't want you. Now, I'm hoping that's what'll happen with me, but I don't know. I could be there this could be one of those 3-month long trials, and, so yeah, I don't know. I hope it doesn't turn into anything like that, but we shall see.
Last season, last anime season, my co-host to Anime Talk, Carnage Panda, he got summoned to jury duty. Yeah. And we were like, oh man, we're gonna have to go on hiatus. We don't know how long we're gonna go on hiatus. Okay, but just so you guys know, and he left. We had a 1-week hiatus, and he went, yeah, I went there, and they went, go away. I was like, okay.
It's like, oh, fine. Well, I was wondering, and I don't know, I have to look this up. I mean, what does the government do to you if you just don't show up? I mean, what do they do if you get a jury summons and you go, you know what, fuck this thing, and you just don't go?
That's an interesting question.
What do they do? I mean, do they come over your house and they send the cops out to beat you up, or they send the FBI in through your ceiling to rape you and stuff? I mean, I don't know what they do. So I'm kind of wondering about that because most of the time if you go there, they're just going to tell you to go home anyway. So
is it like adult truancy or something? They have like truant officers just for adults.
Oh god!
And then they come to your house like, where the fuck are you?
With the big tall hats and the bobby sticks coming by. Why aren't you in jury duty, young man? Yeah. Oh god. Well, we're gonna see what happens. But as for what's gonna happen in the future, we'll find that out.
All I know is that I kind of want you to be in the jury because I want you to be the jury speaker, so that at the end we're like, what does the jury, how does the jury find the defendant? Just so you go, it's guilty, it's fucking guilty.
Well, it depends. It'll have to depend on what it is, but well, no, we'll see. But for now, let's see what happened this last week.
Please bring in the world news.
So here we got our news, and the first one, this is interesting. I'm going to read through this and see what you think about it. A dad slams school after a leaflet tells teens to suck toes rather than have sex. A father has scolded his teenage daughter's school for promoting fetishes after she returned home with a leaflet that suggested toe sucking is an alternative to sex. Carl Lawrence from Tylesley, this has got to be in England, said he was bewildered and shocked by the recommendations that sexual health advice sheet that his 14-year-old Emma acquired from Shelvington High School in Wigan. The leaflet, titled 101 Ways to Show Someone You Love Them Without Having Sex, suggested that teenagers could suck toes, nibble ears, or buy their partner underwear. I don't even know.
Hi, honey. I love you. Here's some underwear.
Have some underwear. Now bend over so I can suck your toe. Because, yeah. Carl also learned that children younger than year 9 had been given the material, which was created by Spectrum Community Health CIC. The father said, I understand children need to be made aware of the world, but should we really be promoting fetishes in year 9? I don't think so. There's tons of things she can do that don't involve getting someone's big toe in her mouth. Yeah, like having sex. That's one thing you can do instead of sucking someone's toes, is you can fuck them. That's a much better thing to me. I don't know. Carl has urged educators to proofread this type of material in the future and think carefully about what they distribute to students. I don't know about this anymore. I mean, this is one of those things. I'm just gonna go off here a little bit. Okay. This seems like another one of those reasons, another one of those excuses that schools use to avoid teaching sex education, because they know that the kids don't know what sex is, and they're not going to teach them, and so they're like, well, just don't have it, and here's some things you can do instead. Because we can't teach you, because if we do, then the parents will go where, and the parents aren't going to teach you because they'll go where. So you have to figure this shit out for yourself, and so suck some toes. I don't know.
See, what bothers me is that this, they somehow think that this is somehow teaching them sex education.
Yeah,
but it's not. That's it's 101 things you can do other than have sex. This abstinence only horseshit is so absolutely bonkers. I mean, do I want people out there like 10-year-olds having babies? No, I don't want that. But here's the thing. It's a fundamental thing of children. The first thing you do to tell them not to do, instantly it's like, what? Why not?
Well,
I want to do that thing. I gotta find out why.
Every time my parents tell me not to do something and I do it, it's awesome. So why wouldn't I do it? And that's the way. I mean, that's just the way it is now. Kids are going to have sex whether or not you teach them about it. And if you don't teach them about it, then they're going to wind up pregnant at 16, not knowing how. Or hurt because they don't know what to do.
Or dead. Because I mean, on this show years ago, we talked about, well, you talked about, I wasn't obviously on the show years ago, but, talked about, Florida kids going, oh, let us just drink a cap of bleach so that we don't get pregnant.
Oh, yeah, because for a while there was a school, it was a high school, and the rumor going around school was you drink a cap full of bleach and you won't get pregnant. And you know what? You'll also get sick and die. You'll get that kills you. You don't do that. And just a couple of weeks ago, we were also talking about somebody who climbed through somebody's window and started sucking his toes. So, I don't know, maybe this all comes around in it. Maybe it's the circle of life and it's really just a circle of sucking fucking toes. I don't know, but something is really wrong with this.
Now, I'm no doctor education type person. I don't have my PhD in, sex ed and whatnot. But do you know, I mean, I can just tell them all out there right now, what would stop kids from having sex? Stop glorifying and mystifying it.
Yeah, that would help.
Duh!
That's
why they're so into it. Ooh, what is this? Is it this taboo thing? Ooh, what? They're interested because you mystify and glorify it. teach them, medically teach them, and it doesn't sound glorified or mystical anymore. It's just nature. It's just a biological thing. It's not as exciting anymore. Ta-da!
Well, another way that you can do it, I don't know if this will help, but you could also just whip out your checkbook, open it up, and say, "See my bank account? See that big zero? That's what pregnancy is, bitch. It's zero for the rest of your life." So yeah, perhaps that's something you could throw in there, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. Either way, kids, don't suck toes instead of having. Don't do that.
Please don't do
that. Don't. Anyway, moving on. Next. Oh, goody. Next one. Florida man.
Yay!
Florida man. Okay. Florida man. This is gonna sound crazy from the beginning, but it gets worse. Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Florida man arrested for reportedly tossing an alligator into Wendy's. Jupiter, Florida man was arrested for throwing a live alligator into a Wendy's restaurant drive-thru.
Just right through the window.
Yeah, he just tossed it through the window. Joshua James, 23, was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, possessing or capturing an alligator, and second-degree larceny theft, according to Palm Beach Sheriff's Office. He's not been released on bail as of Monday afternoon. The news reports that the incident occurred in October, but James had only been arrested recently by U.S. Marshals. Officials with Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, now they're bringing in everybody, told the news that James pulled up for his order, and after a server handed a drink and turned around, James tossed a 4.5-foot alligator through the goddamn window. Now, I'm an egalitarian, okay? I'm not the kind of person that loves men or hates women or anything like that, but if you want to give a real big fuck you to a chick, just throw an alligator at her. Throw a fucking alligator. That's the worst thing you can do to a lady. It's like, you know what, lady? Just throw an alligator at the bitch. That's not something you do, okay? You don't do that. I can't believe that after all that, they got him on several charges, but the best one was they released him for assault with a deadly weapon because it was an alligator. That's what alligators are. They're deadly weapons. You throw those at somebody and you're just wanting them to die. That's just the way it goes.
So I'm imagining. So she hands him the drink. She turns around. When she turns, he picks up the alligator like a javelin thrower.
I guess he just chucked out. Chucks it in the window. She must have handed him the drink, and then turned around to get something else. And then when she turned back around, there's a fucking alligator there.
Like those scenes in Looney Tunes where they turn around and they sort of mug to the camera for a little bit as they're walking away, and as they look back again to where they're walking, like the gun will be in their face.
Yeah,
the gun will be there. It's just sad. Well, let me just go ahead and get there's your drink. Like turn around, grab your food, turn back around, alligator. Just
there it is. Oh. It's like right in your face. And the alligator's like, I want a burger and some fries. Yeah, it's just that.
Oh no! Oh my God! What if we just start talking? What if we just do that? It's like. Yeah, I'd like a number 5 with extra, supersize it.
Extra cheese. Yeah, oh man. That is the most ridiculous. I love Florida. I love Florida so much.
You know what?
I love reading about Florida. I don't like being there, but I like reading about Florida.
God, please. Great giraffe.
Yeah, it's a great giraffe.
I know you keep trying to destroy it with hurricanes and everything else under the sun. Send all that hate to California and just leave Florida alone.
Yeah.
They're our entertainment, please.
Florida is too fucking funny to knock off the world. Please don't do that. Leave them around. But no, that is, I feel more now because society has changed and many people have turned into complete and total idiots. But I feel like I have to say this on 2 Cents Now. Don't throw alligators at people. Don't do that. I'm laughing about it because it's funny as balls, but you don't do that. Unless it's a really friendly alligator, then that's okay.
a stuffed one, like a taxidermied one.
Yeah, a stuffed one maybe. Yeah,
a plushie alligator.
Yeah, that could work too. Yeah. But yeah, that kind of that's okay.
Get one. No, get like a fake one but it looks really real.
Ooh, neat.
Just so you still get the factor of the person that's being thrown at.
Okay, the funny thing is that the real ones, that'd be weird because real ones actually look fake. They look fake. Yeah. There's like they have
until they move.
In my reptile shop where I got Noodle, right? Mm-hmm. They have a couple. They have a big tank in there with a couple of Cayman crocodiles.
Really?
Just in there. Yeah, you can buy them here.
You can get them as pets?
Yeah. Yeah,
really?
You can get them as pets. And they're just floating there. I mean, like, not moving. They're not blinking. You can't see them breathing. At first, I thought they were fake. And they're like, no, they ain't fake. Those are real. And I saw them feed them once. Oh, they ain't fake. They'll bite. Oh, they'll take your hand off. Which is like, no, I'm not messing with that. But, yeah, so if you got like a really good looking fake one, you wouldn't even, people wouldn't know, you know? It'd be like, well, maybe it's real. Oh, anyway, okay, now I've got something I want to say about this one afterwards because this is kind of interesting. Okay. So we're gonna move on. Spencer Boston had a message, and nothing was going to stop it delivering it. Not even jail time. Boston, 20, was in court Monday in Wilson County, Tennessee, facing a simple marijuana possession charge. But as he stood to face the judge, Haywood Berry, he expressed his views on why weed should be legalized. And to amplify his point, he reached into his jacket, slipped out a single marijuana joint, and then pulled out a box of matches and lit it right the fuck up in front of the judge.
Wow.
Boston got in several quick inhales before security personnel realized what was happening. They detained Boston and escorted him out of the courtroom. Boston wasn't done though. Before he got being let out, he turned to the gallery and declared, "The people deserve better." And the courtroom burst out laughing. Now, it says Boston's message came at a cost. Said Boston was charged with disorderly conduct and a simple possession of marijuana. Barry also held him in contempt of court for his actions. But, you know, the great thing was, I wish I'd kept it, but I didn't. You should have seen the court, you know, the arrest pictures of this guy. He's standing there with this huge ass grin on his face, this big stoned ass grin. And I'm gonna give a point or two to Spencer here because now I don't smoke pot. It's like I've had it before, and it's not really something that I do. Because
I want to try it.
There's some people out there that like it, and there's some people that don't. But it doesn't really hurt anybody. And people are like, but it's a drug. What if people go, what? What are they gonna do? They're gonna get stoned and then want to go out and rob a bank? You don't want that. You get stoned, you want to sit home and you want to turn on cartoons and eat El Gratin potato chips. That's all you want to do when you're stoned. You don't want to go out. You don't even want to get in the car. People driving 35 miles down the interstate thinking they're speeding. Nobody wants that. So it doesn't really do anything bad to you. It's not really, well, I mean, the smoke part. The smoke part is harmful. I mean, that's kind of harmful.
Yeah.
But you can also eat it. So, there's that as well.
Me, with asthma, with my asthma problem, I wouldn't be able to smoke it. I'd have to get the edibles,
Just eat a gummy or something, So, I'm gonna give Spencer a point there because I think that, and I don't think it'll be long. I think I'll still be alive when this happens. I do think that eventually, federally, they will legalize pot. Because it's just, so far, I think over half the country has some kind of pot legalization things for the states. Yeah. And it's doing so well. In fact, last year, I believe it was $1.2 billion that Colorado made in its pot business. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of that went to taxes. A lot of it went for plenty of other things that is good for good for the community and it's help. So it's a big business here, and nobody's gone crazy. No, well, not crazier than they usually are. But so I think it's fine. I think let some of them drug laws down. They're not working anyway. There's no reason somebody should be spending 6 months a year in jail because they had pot. Who gives a shit?
See, it's because they keep putting out false information. They keep putting out these shitty scenarios. Like last time it was on the ballots here in Ohio.
Yeah,
they ran these commercials. Oh, these commercials about look at these teenagers and they're in a car and they're at a drive-through window for a restaurant and they get their food and they go to drive away, but this little girl on a tricycle is riding past the drive-through and they slam on their brakes before they run into her. And then they show that same scenario again, but with them all high in the car getting their food. And and it goes to black just before it shows them slamming into the little girl.
Yeah, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous because, hey, let's do the same thing with booze. Oh, wait, it's illegal to drive having had booze. You can't drink booze and drive. That's illegal. So just make it illegal with pot.
Yes.
One big one that they had with us was like they showed this one fake commercial of like, here's what will happen if you legalize pot. And it showed this pot store that was like next to a school. And it's like, no,
zoning would stop that.
Well, yeah, exactly. Zoning stops that. If they could do that with a pot store, why wouldn't they do it with a beer store? You can't do that either. So yeah, it's so stupid. And no, you can't show up. You can't get stoned at work. Just like you can't drink booze at work. This is all stupid.
What's even worse is that having all these comparisons to booze, it has less effects on you than booze.
Yeah, it does. And yeah, besides, you don't want to drive. Believe me, you don't want to drive a car when you don't want to. I didn't even want to be in a car. The person one time I was stoned, and the person that was driving was not stoned. I didn't even want to be a passenger in that car. I didn't want to. I was like, I just want to walk. I don't want this. I'm going too fast. It's too fast for me. But yeah, this pot thing, man, we got to get over this, okay? We need to start with that and just let's legalize the pot and get it out of the way. It's having pot illegal is doing just as much good for drug prevention as having booze illegal back in the 40s. You know what that did? That just gave all the power of booze to the mob. It turned it into something that was illegal. Yep. And it was dangerous and it was bad and
scary. Even though it created something prohibition made something far more terrifying. That fucking organized crime. So way to go there. Good job.
Yeah. Well, yeah, booze basically made the mafia rich. So, that's one of those things. We just, the government, our politicians, they need to pull their head out of their ass, which who knows if they ever will. I know it's a black hole of an ass. There's like, tens of billions of light years of ass they have their head shut up. And I don't know if they'll ever do it, but if they do, that would be nice because then they could put an end to crap like this. Anyway, we got one last story for you here. For the week, Orange County, Florida. Another Florida, but it's a woman this time.
Women can be funny too.
Well, actually, no, it wasn't really a woman. A guy did it. A woman was stopped at a busy Orange County intersection when she said a man started pulling on her car door and trying to climb inside. Police said they arrested William Baston, a registered sex offender, after the incident. Investigators said that Boston told them that Google told him it was a day he could have anything he wanted without paying.
What the fuck?
He said he came to my door and just started flailing his arms like, I'm not going to get into your car, or I'm going to get into your car no matter what. And I'm like, no, you're not. The woman who asked not to be identified said. Court records show that Baston was released on bond after the intersection incident, only to be arrested again Tuesday. Police said that he was acting erratically and screaming at employees at a Walmart. So, we did Florida. It's crazy Florida. It's nutty ass Florida is what it is. So yeah, apparently his horoscope or something on Google told him that, hey, it's a day where you can have anything you want. And he went, well, thank God for that. I'm going to go rape someone. Yeah, well, who does this? Who thinks like that? That's just nuts.
Florida men do,
I guess. But,
yeah. That is how the Florida man do.
Yeah, and then you wind up, going to jail and then getting out and then winding up screaming at employees at a Walmart because that's what Florida men do. That's just a Florida man thing. He was probably on one of those carts, too. He was probably driving around on a cart, yelling at employees and trying to, I don't know, have sex with. I don't know what he was doing. I'm not from Florida. But
sounds like the kind of guy who would go to. He's the kind of guy who goes to Walmart and like squishes all the bread Sounds like that kind of dumbass.
Oh, no. Oh, man. Well, listen, for all you guys out there, for all you men out there who are in Florida, but you're not the Florida man Florida, you're just a normal person in Florida, you have my biggest respect living around that kind of crazy shit. I swear to God, each and every normal Floridan should write a book about what they've seen in their life in Florida.
I have to wonder. I mean, we postulate this question every time they come up, but I mean, what is it about Florida that makes these people so nuts?
I don't know.
Is it the education? Is there something? Are they getting different form of education in Florida? Is it the water? Is it the air? Is there some kind of like hallucinogen floating around in the air?
Do they have better drugs?
Might be that.
Could be that. They have higher alcohol content in their booze. I don't know. It could be something.
It could be the fact that they're getting drunk and that hot ass temperature down in Florida is baking their already baked brains.
That could possibly could be it. I don't know. Either way, guys, that's our news for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I miss doing this show so much. I missed it. I love reading stories like this. But we're going to go on now to WTF Theater.
For the sake of balls, we must consult the theater.
All right, let's go to picture number 1.
You know what? That's my truck.
yeah, same here. I mean, I'm okay with love. I'm okay with loving somebody. I don't know about the triangle thing. The only triangle that I really want to love is gonna have pepperoni on it. That's just got to be kind of part of it, you know.
And cheese, not just pepperoni. There's got to be cheese there too.
That's got to be the whole pizza. You know, there's got to be crust and
bread sauce and.
Oh yeah, all that good stuff. Yeah, there's got to be all that. That's the very beginning. Now, if you put bacon on it after that, even better. But
and then beef and sausage.
Yeah, like the Italian spicy sausage. Yeah, I love that stuff.
Oh, barbecue chicken.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Now I'm getting hungry. I may have to make a pizza after this. Anyway, let's go to number 2.
What? Oh my god! It took me a minute. It took me. That's a window. That is not. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's somebody's having a bad day.
Points. No, that's not saying having a bad day. That's taking that right there is absolute just proof of someone who could take lemons and make lemonade.
Oh yeah,
right there.
Oh yeah.
Someone just went. You know what? Fuck this. I got this. God, you ain't getting my dick down. I'm you doing this.
Yeah, and I mean, why not? Why not build a shelf out of it and put your stuff on it if the snow's that high? I'm
awesome.
That's got to be a basement apartment or something, because how could snow reach a roof? You know, like an honest roof. It's got to be a basement apartment.
I don't know. I've seen pictures of some bad snowstorms that have actually like covered like the whole first floors of a house before.
Well, that's one way to do it right there. Stick your beer out there, you know? That works. Let's go to picture number 3.
There can be only one.
Very creative. I like it. Oh,
now,
man.
That begs the question: Duncan or Connor? Dunker or Connor? Which one is it?
I don't know. What's Duncan and Connor?
Duncan McLeod or Connor McLeod or the Clan McLeod?
I don't know what a McLeod is. What you're scaring me.
It's a main character from Highlander.
I've never seen that fucking movie. It's stupid.
Fuck you!
That's a dumb movie. Why would I watch that? No, I know
because
what it's
a dumb movie.
Oh, well, you'll have to show it to me sometime. Let's go to number 4. Okay.
Handy tips for guys. Men's room etiquette.
Now, yes. look over this.
Okay? Absolutely.
For all you women who listen to the show, and I know that there's more guys that actually watch the show than women, but there are some ladies that watch this. Now, this picture here, this is not a joke. There's nothing joking about this. In fact, the reason it's funny is because of how accurate it is. This is exactly how people do this.
Number 2 is only applicable in 2 situations. A, you cannot hold it anymore.
Yeah.
And B, when movie theaters let out. When everybody lets out at the same time, everyone's going to the bathroom. Well, only applicable times. Period.
Like movie theater lets out, or sports game lets out, like a football game. Yeah. That too. But outside of that, 1 is what everybody do. And even if you come in, and there's one left like that, you'll usually stand back until one of those two leaves.
Yep.
And then you'll take that.
There's another. There should be number 4 that should also say never. One person at the middle stall.
Oh yeah, you don't do that. No.
There's 3 stalls, 3 urinals rather, and you're a jackass, and you go in there, and there's no one else there, and you pick the middle one. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
You're an awful person.
Yep. You are garbage. Let's go to number 5. All right.
Okay.
Now hang on a second, because this picture came with a little description, and I think it's necessary. Here's the description. It says, "We took this photo in the caves of Branson, Missouri, over 2 years ago. We never noticed our unexpected guest until now." Do you see anything?
Oh, there's a bat on his shoulder.
Yeah, there's a bat holding the guy.
Oh, that's adorable. I want to pet it.
Yeah, for those of you who are watching the screen, you still don't see it. If you look at the guy all the way on the left, if you look at his shoulder, there's a little bat hanging on.
That is the best photo bomb ever.
Yeah, little bat said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna use a picture." That's pretty cool.
That's
now
awesome.
The next one, number 6, does not need any kind of thing. Let's go to number 6. Yeah.
That's straight out of like a movie poster.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's perfect. And then you see, I don't know, are those can't be his tracks over there walking away, can it? Or I don't know.
Could be, because I mean, you can clearly see the ski where the skis were, where his it's out at a weird ass angle.
You can see all the places that they were. It looks like they were in 12 places on the way down. So yeah, that's oh my god.
No, they can't be, because if they were, you would see him make the tracks. Like there'd be something like walking over there, but there's not. They just start over there.
All right, let's go to number 7.
Wow.
I'll take number 3, please. Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing I can say as a straight guy that does not come out the opposite of straight. God damn you.
Well, that's okay. When you look at this, you know some butcher or some store, you know that's not an accident. You know that nobody's looking at that going, "Oh, this doesn't look like anything." You know that's not. There are goofsters in the world, and that's good. I like that.
Speaking culinarily, that looks delicious. I can make an amazing meal out of that.
Mm-hmm. I think I could too. I don't know what the ball are. Those just meatballs in the bottom?
Yeah, they look like to me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you put the meatballs, red sauce, pasta. You just chop up the sausage, make it up all real nice. You can have a real good meal.
I like it. I'm gonna do it. Let's go to number 8.
Okay. Wildlife removal. That number. Rats to what? Rats to bats. Wildlife removal. Rats, bats, raccoons. Oh god.
Zombies. The rest of them are normal. Sorry, armadillos, snakes, invasive species, possums, lizards, bees, and more. But zombies are in there.
Hey, you know what? That is forward thinking. He's thinking ahead. So people know. Oh crap! Zombies. That's right. We call bats to rats. That's who we call. They got it.
The zombies on the truck. Yeah, I mean, when patient 0 happens, this guy's gonna be the first person there. You know, I hope he's ready. I hope you got your zombie net out. You know, and ready to use it. I don't know what you catch a zombie with, but yeah.
You get those traps, you know, the live traps for that, like raccoons and cats and whatnot. You put some brain in there.
Yeah,
they'll crawl in. Brain. And the hatch down comes down behind them.
And then they'll be like, and then they'll be on the cage being like, brain. Then you have to drag them out in the woods and let them go, you know, because we're trying to be humane to the wild zombies. So yeah,
I'm dropping a vat of acid myself, but that's just me.
Let's go to the next one. Okay.
Well, truth in advertising.
There you go.
That's a fat cat.
That's a cat that's big enough to have fat on the cat. Mm-hmm. That's a fat cat.
They don't really put anything there for perspective, but my cousin of mine had those letters, those foam letters, that mat that comes with those foam letters.
They're kind of big.
They're some pretty big. Yeah. That is a huge fucking cat.
Yeah, that's a big cat. That is a large cat. God. Well, one more picture. Let's go to number 10.
I think we found who wrote that message about the love triangle.
Yep, that may have been him. I'll tell you,
we found him.
There's nothing about any of that is not delicious right now. It's just, it is.
I gotta say though, I'm disappointed in one aspect of this.
What's that?
Why is this hat not also pizza?
Oh, good point.
You fucked up, dude. You fucked up. Everything else, you're good. But
No.
I mean, of all teams, the Bulls, really?
Well,
they haven't been good in years. Come on.
I mean, but everything else, I mean, the pillows. He's even got 3 pictures of pepperoni pizza behind him on the stand over there. His phone has got pepperoni pizza on it. I kind of like his style. I think it's good.
I do.
It's
I mean,
just very
I guess
nice.
everyone's got to have at least one flaw, I suppose.
Yeah. Now, he could have fixed it if the hat he had on was some kind of beer.
Yes.
Because
there
then
we go.
Loads of pizza and a beer. You know, that would be okay. That would be perfectly fine. So,
although he should have ordered double pepperoni from wherever that was, because they skimped him pretty hard on that pepperoni pizza.
They did. There's only like 5 or 6 of them on there. That sucks.
Like, each piece has like a pepperoni, maybe 1.5.
It isn't a heart shape though, so there's that.
Oh, he got the Valentine's Day pizza.
Yeah. Just for himself. That's nice. Oh. Anyway,
That's
guys.
why he has the sad look.
That is that's our WT Theater for the week. And right now, we're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to show you new pictures. We're going to have some Tyra's going to come on and entertain you for a little while. And we will be back very shortly.
Hi everybody and welcome to the Aussie Minute with Tyro Thunderdrone. Today we're going to be covering something very close to my heart/liver, Australia's drinking culture. Now most people when you conjure up a picture of Australia will definitely see them drinking about as much as Germans and the Russians. And you know what? You're not far off the truth. In the list of countries that consume alcohol at a high volume, Australia is about 18th, so not too bad with Russia coming in at number 4 and Germany actually down there in number 23rd spot. Now alcohol's been in Australian culture since as far back as colonizations, in 1800s where rum was actually given as part of wages for colonists. Side note, this led to a funny overthrow of the government in 1808 called the Rum Rebellion. Not even making this up, people, I might cover it for a future video. Where the government tried to tamper with the wages and rum, and obviously a bunch of drunk, pissed off workers is not good. But even after this incident, there's still been no nationwide prohibition of alcohol. Because I imagine when Australians sober up, the boomerang becomes much more efficient and deadly. However, it did pop up in regions of the continent from time to time, most notable of these being the early closing of liquor stores, around 6 PM. However, this didn't stop people, they just drank everything they were going to drink in one night, in 1 hour. Which led to the 6 o'clock swill. Now beer didn't really rise to prominence until we conquered the Germans in World War II, and peaked in the 1960s, but ever since then, it's been on a steady decline in favour of wine of all things. Believe it or not, Australia is actually a very good wine country in its own right, makes apparently drier wines, but they're still good for their own reasons. I'm not a wine drinker, and nor am I fucking classy. Annual average consumption of alcohol did peak between 1974 and 1975, with the amount being 13.09 litres of alcohol per person. And I can't imagine why this would be. Oh, I know, because 10 years prior in 1965, Thomas Angove invented boxed wine. That's right, anybody who liked getting shit-faced on a budget, you're welcome. But even though Australians got a great selections of beers and wine, I'm just gonna say this right now, we don't fucking drink Foster's. Do not bring it up with me. That thing is piss water from what I hear anyway. If you do want to try a good Australian beer, Carlton Draft, Victoria Bitter, Cooper's Brewery, or James Boag, just off the top of my head, are much better than what you would think of when you drink Foster's. And if that doesn't work for you, there's always the wine, which you know, at least you can stay classy. This has been the Australian Minute with Tyro Thunderdrone. Take it easy, mates.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. If you want to send in your pictures, then go ahead and send them into, why am I forgetting the Dear Two Letters at hotmail.com. Send them there, and we will put the new ones on first, and we always love to get your pictures. I love looking over the breaks because it's just like seeing the world through the eyes of you guys out there and the things that's important to you and things that you caught that I may never see in my life or that the other viewers may never see. So I really like seeing those, and we love putting them on. So send them over there, dear2letters@hotmail.com. And what's a good thing that they could take a picture of next time? What's a good assignment, a good picture assignment?
Let's see, it's the final week of February.
I got a good
We're
one.
into March. Oh,
Well, yeah, I have a good idea. Let's give them something a little bit more abstract. Are you ready for abstract, guys? All you photo people?
I do.
Okay, no, because it's abstract. Well, if you do have the same idea, I'm gonna freak out. Here's my idea. Take some pictures, so as pretty as you can make them, of some broken glass. Find broken glass in some way, shape, or form. Maybe the way the light's going through it, or where it is, or how it is, and see if you can make a good picture out of that and send it in, and we'll put it on the show. Now, you don't have to do that. I mean, you can take a picture of anything you want to, but if you want to go with the assignment, then broken glass. Give that a try.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Mine was a little more abstract than that.
Well, okay. Keep your idea for next week, and we'll do that. We'll do that next week.
It won't work for next week, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, darn. Well, hey, let's go on into the holidays.
What are your holidays? Teen twine.
So, for all you who want to know what holidays are coming up, and because every day is some kind of holiday, this next week, well, Monday, that's today, is National Tortilla Chip Day.
Ooh, there we go.
Now, see, I don't think that means that you have to eat them by themselves. You could put dip on them. You could put salsa on them. You could put cheese on them. You could put lamb chops on them.
Nachos.
You could totally do nachos.
I want nachos.
Oh yeah. You know what's good in
nacho day?
You know what's good on nachos? If you like
cheese.
make well, besides nachos, if you make a nice like cheesy dip for nachos, but instead of using like hamburger meat, you use elk meat. It's really good.
Really?
It's really nice. Give it a try. It's cool. A lot of ways to experiment. On Tuesday, we have National Chocolate Covered Peanut Day.
Well, wouldn't you know? And at this very moment, I have some peanut M&Ms sitting on my goddamn desk.
Oh, and you got the ones with the peanuts on them. That counts.
Yes.
That counts.
Apparently, I'm a little early.
Yeah. You'll have to get it. You'll just make sure there's a few in that bag around on Tuesday.
But the bag is open and in front of my face now.
Oh dear. Well, that's all gone. Wednesday is National Personal Chef Day. Now, I know a lot of you, and I don't either, have the money to go out and just rent a personal chef for a day. But what you can do is pretty much everybody I know has that one friend that loves to cook, and they love to cook for other people. Go out to that friend, whoever it is, and say, hey, it's National Personal Chef Day, and I'll buy the stuff for you, but would you come over to my house and cook us a meal? And have them just go crazy and do something that they'd love to do to make a meal for you. That you could do that. I think that would work.
That's neat. I like that.
I think that would really be cool. Thursday, another good one here, National Chili Day. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And it could be any kind of chili. I like the beef kind of chili. I like chili with meat in it. But I've also had some vegetarian chilies that are also really good. So either or. I mean, just...
I'll take the carnivorous kind. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I will too. I normally will do that. Now, here... Friday's going to be fun. National Public Sleeping Day. Now, I don't recommend this day. I don't recommend this day for anybody. I mean, with the world the way it is now, you're gonna go to sleep in public? What are people gonna do to you while you're out there sleeping on a bench? Don't do that. That's bad. Stay awake in public, always. So, yeah, I don't know. Do you have any public sleeping idea?
Well, it's not like I haven't fallen asleep in public before. I have.
Well, yeah. I fall asleep on planes all the time.
I wouldn't recommend doing it by yourself. Get someone with you, then, the buddy system. The buddy system. Always use the buddy system.
Would a sleepover count as public sleeping? When there's a bunch of you doing?
Well, you are publicly sleeping in front of other people.
Yeah.
So, I would say yes.
Okay, we'll go with that. Let's see, Saturday is National Surf and Turf Day. I am so gonna take advantage of that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, gonna nom that. I'm gonna nom, and I'm just gonna be so satisfied with my face. And finally, Sunday. Now, I don't know how you guys want to interpret this one. Write in the comments and let me know. Sunday is National Pig Day.
Huh.
Now, does that mean that you gotta appreciate a pig, or does that mean that you can just eat a big bunch of bacon? I mean, what is it?
I'll appreciate the hell out of that pig when I'm seasoning it and frying it up in a pan.
Yeah, I mean,
yes, I will.
Do I have to love a pig, or can I love a pig steak? Can I do that? Can I love the pig steak instead? Does that? I hope that counts, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna love pigs through their flavor. That's how I love. That's my favorite way of loving pigs.
How God made something so ugly and so dirty taste so goddamn good. I don't know.
I don't know, but Great Giraffe, thank you for making pigs tasty. I mean, we thank you for that. Now let's go on to Dear Two Letters.
It's Dear Two Letters.
Dear Two and Featherhoof, without spoiling too much of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie for those who haven't seen it yet, which I have not. I still have not seen it, but we're gonna try because we got snowed out. Actually,
okay.
The one day we were gonna go see it, it was Thursday.
Right.
And President Trump came to my town, and they shut down all the roads and all the theaters and all the malls.
What?
Bam! Like that because
just for his ass, really?
Every time a president comes through, they did this in LA as well. So when Obama would come through LA, they just fucked up the whole town.
Oh, okay, it's a presidential thing.
It's a president thing. It's just always with presidents, yeah. So we tried it on Friday, but then we got snowed in. We don't want to do it on the weekend because all the school children are out watching it. So tomorrow, or rather today, Monday, we're gonna go see it. But anyway, there was a subplot about a bucket list. He says, could you both tell us one thing you'd like to do before you kick the proverbial bucket? And this is from Flick, the goat, I'm assuming. So, do you have any idea?
I do have, there's just one thing. I think the biggest thing on my bucket list is actually to visit more places.
Oh, wow, okay.
I don't want to get too crazy, I don't want to be completely out of my depth, but I mean, I would love to, first off, I'd love to go back and visit Spain again. I visited that once when I was in high school. I'd love to see it again. I want to go on a Europe trip. I want to see the UK. I want to see Spain again. I want to see Portugal. I want to see Germany. I want to see France. I want to see that, just things that are close to our culture, but just different enough to be alien.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I could actually kick myself because one of the things that's on my bucket list is to see an active volcano. Now, here's the thing. You guys knew that when I went out, and I've told you guys this at this point.
Oh, that's right.
We signed up for a trip to go out and see a volcano. They're like, yeah, we're going to take you over here and we're going to show you this active volcano. This is on my bucket list. I've wanted to do this forever. But then we go down there and they're like, all right, here's the deal. We're going to be going from here to here. Plan on about 5 hours of walking.
Ooh.
Now, normally maybe I would have said yeah, but with my leg the way it is, I can't walk for 5 hours. There's no. In fact, Tally, he was signed up for it too, and he's like, it's 90 degrees, and we're walking for 5 hours. He's like, fuck that. He didn't even go. So it's like, no, we didn't do it. So maybe the first time I'll see a volcano is maybe in Iceland where it's colder. I don't know, something like that. But thank you, Flick, for that question. Good one too, by the way. Dear Feather 2 and Hoof the Ranting Hoofin. Nice.
All right. I'm digging that one.
You've both been in the fandom for a handful of years now, and I've got two questions about your experience. First, how many personas or how many personas or persona transformations have you gone through? And second, what is your favorite funny moment that has occurred in all these years? And also, do either of you have any official persona ref sheets? This thanks from Synota. I hope I got that right. When I very first got in the fandom, I think for maybe the first year I was there, I flipped my character around. In fact, I had several of them at once just because I was just enjoying playing different characters and seeing what they were like and how to do things. And I had a rhino character. I had a fox. I was a dragon for a little while. I had a Wolftar character. And one of my favorites was I had a big old bat. He was just like this, one of those fox bat, but he was huge and he would hang on the ceiling and just like major big buff bat. He was really cool. But after that, after about a year or so, I changed to a Gryphon and I've never changed since then. I've always just been a Gryphon. So that would be, 20 years I've been a Gryphon? So that's a long time. What about you?
I've gotten the fandom in 2001 and I invented my Pegasus persona right then and there. He's gone through some alterations, but he's always been a Pegasus. Always.
Oh, okay.
I have other
Pegasus
characters.
Forever.
I've had other characters that are near and dear to my heart. I love them. I've even role played as them, but they don't represent me. They're just other personas that I just really, really love. They're, and they mean something to me, but they're not, like Warren Featherhoof is a furry extension of me. It's the only one who is.
Well, thank you, Synota, for that that letter. We got another one here. It's to dearest of two Gryphons and Huff-E-Doo Feather. There you go. First off, Lady Lost has been on the show a couple of times in the pictures. Oh, the kitty! Okay, and you have her permission to give her chin scratches. Anywhere else, you may lose a hand. Cat, of course. Second, what's the best, longest creative project you have worked on? What was it and how long did it take? Wishing you the best. This is from Onyx Flame and Kitty Lady Lost. Okay. The longest project that I've worked on, the longest creative project, I would have to say that would be the 2 Cent Show.
Oh.
Because, it's come and gone, but 2 Cent Show started in 2003. So it's been going for quite a while. In fact, here in, a couple of years, it's going to be 20 years that I've been doing the show. Yeah. So that's a long time to do. Yeah.
2003.
That's a long time to do one show. So, I'd say it's got to be 2 cents. It's got to be 2 cents. Well, I am still ranting, but I don't know if I don't know if that's one project or a bunch of different ones. So I don't know. But thanks for the question, and we're glad to see Lady Lost in the pictures. Let's see. Dear Lionbird and Horsebird. Great, we're both birds today.
Yay!
Thanks for your interest in the proud goldfish species. I've included a picture of myself as requested when you read my last Dear 2 letter. I remember that Jibba had also kind of asked fish furries to stand out and be counted during the 2001-2011 run of 2 cents. So I consider this a belated response to that as well. And this is from Gil Hushpond, the goldfish. We talked about him last time.
Yeah.
Now I forgot to send this one over to you. I forgot. I do have it, and I will put it up on the screen so you guys out there can see it. This is what a goldfish looks like, and I will show it to you. He's kind of cute, actually. So he's very, very, very oceany looking, but still kind of cute. Let's see. Hello to and Featherhoof. Well, that was kind of normal.
Greetings and salutations.
Greetings anyway, yeah. On the topic of the pug being used in the Halo game for its voice in the new Halo game, I know you're not official source of vegan rules, but does this mean vegans can't play this game anymore? Sincerely, Huntai the Moomba. Vegans won't eat honey because it subjugates the bees. So, if they subjugated a dog to make a Halo game, vegans, come on, guys, you gotta hold on to your shit. If you're gonna be that ridiculous, you gotta keep
behind it. You gotta stand behind it. You gotta double down, or you're gonna be hypocrites, huh? What's gonna be?
If you're gonna have a belief system that ridiculous, then you're gonna have to do some ridiculous things, and maybe it's time, no Halo for you. Anyway, thank you for that, Hunteal. I'm gonna say Hunteal. Oh god. Dear Sequential Rage Chimera and Gnomish Truffle Equine. What the fuck? That's what it says. I'm sorry. It's a long time watcher of your work.
I don't get the truffle part, but
when I was a teenager, your comedy was very positive force on and otherwise shit high school life. It also directed me to the fandom, which I cannot thank you enough for. Well, the fandom is in a bad way right now. Do you think it will turn around given time? Right now, we live in a highly political era rife with moral panics. And the sheer gravity of these slow-motion social panic attacks draws in everything given enough time. Think the satanic panic of the 80s now was the pearl-clutching, mobilizing busybodies happened to belong to the left side of the political tribes. It will end. On a less depressing topic, have you seen Beastars? You may not like anime in general, but this one looks like something you might make an exception for. This is from Boros the Viper. To answer your first one, I want to answer the first one first.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just the fandom that this is going through. It's going through all of society, well, Western society right now. And do I think it'll get over with? Do I think it'll turn around? Yes, I do. And the reason I think that it will is because I've been watching these extreme leftists for long enough now to not only know that they will destroy themselves, they will eat themselves, but they're already doing it. I mean, there are people now who are walking away. I'm not the only one who's done this. There are people walking away from, say, the Democratic Party. They can't take it anymore. The people over there are too crazy. And they're like, I can't handle this at this point. Nobody can function this way, so I have to leave. So it's going to happen with everybody. Just, we got to wait until they eat themselves and be gone. And then we'll be okay. But as far as Beastars go, I'm waiting for it. I'm definitely going to watch it.
Yes.
Coming out, what is it? March 13th. 12th. It's the 12th. So March 12th.
You have no idea I will be there. I mean, I still flip both the middle fingers at Netflix. Fuck them in their fucking Netflix ass.
For waiting.
This thing came out 2 seasons ago. 2 fucking seasons ago. And they, for no reason, held on to it.
I don't know. It may have been some stupid deal, copyright distribution deal. Who knows?
No, because even the creator of it went, I don't know why they're holding on to it, and it's fucking stupid.
Oh, okay. No idea then. No idea.
And but I want to see that so damn bad. I've seen clips. I've watched people with the fan subtitles and stuff like that. But I want to sit down and watch the show as a whole so bad, and I cannot wait for it.
It's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be really cool.
Zootopia with fuck.
All right, next one here. Dear 2, after your Finding Sobriety series, I've still seen you really drunk in a few podcasts and shows. Could you please elaborate on what your relationship with alcohol and drinking is after finding sobriety? I feel like I may have misunderstood your intentions a little. This is from the Evil Fox. This is a good question. In fact, you're not the only one to ask this question. Other people have asked this too. Now,
it can't be a good question. He's evil. Evil things can't ask good questions.
Here's the deal. Maybe people missed this part, but I know there was a couple of times during Finding Sobriety where I specifically stated that I want to get back to a normal level of drinking. I said that, I think at least a couple of times. Now, what I did do was I totally quit for the rest of that year. It was like 8 months. I didn't drink a thing. I didn't touch a beer. I had nothing because I wanted to get off on a better start. And after that, what I started doing was I'd have a beer. If we went out to dinner, I'd have a beer or an apple cider, something like that. Something stupid, that everybody has. And every now and then when it's like a special celebration or something really awesome happens or it's a holiday or something, then I'll make a martini or 4. I'll get my ass busted for one night. And by the way, whenever I do that, and maybe I'll do that once a month, but whenever I do that, I didn't used to regret it because I was always some form of drunk. So I'd wake up the next day and I'd never felt a hangover. Boy, those things are back. Those things are really back. Oh, man. So that's my relationship with alcohol as of right now. I've gotten back to a normal sense of what drinking booze is. I mean, I have a beer now and then with dinner, and every little now and then I'll make a martini. Or sometimes it's gin and tonic. I'll make that too. So, that's...
You just hate your throat that much.
No, actually I like gin and tonic. It's got a nice little flavor to it. But, well, it's usually gin and club soda because in tonic they have this quinine shit. It tastes like I hate that shit. I hate lime. That's one of the few things I don't like.
I love lime.
I mean, I can handle a Sprite, but outside of that, no. But still, that's where I am. And I'm fine. I mean, you'll notice, like, I still do daily videos, and I'm still doing the show here, and so you can hear the off times when I do get drunk sometimes, which is not very often, but sometimes I do it.
Are you fine? Because every time you get drunk and then go into the public, I get 23 messages across Discord to tell me that how you're not fine and that you're drunk. So,
most of the time they may be full of shit, but I don't know.
They'll all come in at once.
Oh wow. Well, I don't know. There have been times where I've been on pain medication, and that might actually throw people off, but no, it doesn't happen a lot. Well, okay. The last time that I was drunk, probably too much, was when I was on the ship. When I was floating to Hawaii and back.
That's permissible though. You're on a cruise.
Yeah, I was on vacation, so yeah, I think I get a little room on that. But after I got back, I didn't do it anymore. So there. But we got one more letter. Dear Two and Featherhoof, you told me to do this, so here's my letter. Enjoy. Yay. I just want to say that for the 2 Cent Show, I like listening to your show while I work on art. You guys are so fun. Keep up the awesomes. Also, shout out to Noodle. Thanks from Chris Casey. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad that, it's nice it's honestly nice to be that voice that people are listening to while they're doing something else, because sometimes I'll do that. I'll have something to do and I'll turn something on and listen to another person talk, and it keeps you company. It's nice being that voice. I like doing that for people. I don't know how you feel about it, but
it feels kind of, I don't know if this is selfish or not, but I love that feeling of just being able to like help somebody, even if it's just by talking to them.
Yeah.
Even it doesn't have to be about anything, just being that comforting voice. It's kind of cool. It feels really nice.
I like doing it personally. So thank you very much for the letter. If you guys want to send in letters, and by the way, we love the fact that you guys, we got a bunch of them this time. Send them to dear2letters@hotmail.com, and you can ask us anything, or you can talk about anything, and we'll do our best to answer your letters. And that's also where to send your pictures. I rented this tongue today. If you want to actually send them in for the break, then send them there. And so we got to go for right now. For the patrons, it's just going to be a short break. And we're going to come back with more show. But if you want the full entire show, then you can go to my Patreon, which you do. We hope you do. You can go to the Patreon. You can sign up to be one of my producers, and you can do it for $5 a month. And you get the show, you get all the show, all of it. It's all yours. And you also get an MP3 that you can put on your little device and play it, or you can put it in your car. You can do whatever you want to with it. You can take it in the alligator we talked about earlier and have a big bunch of sex. I don't know. It could be fun. But you want to do that, go on over to patreon.com/rantinggryphon, and you can start your membership now, and it helps us all out, and we love it. You don't have to do it, and that's fine. You can just chill out with this version of the show if you want to, but for you guys, that is going to be show for the week, and we're going to take off for now. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you again on the next 2 Cent Show, where trying to think of something with an alligator.